Hey, hey, hey. It's that.
Dancing to
Our thoughts.
the imaginary music in my head.
Yes, sir. The Our Thoughts summer beat. That's
Hey,
what I'm dancing to.
hey, hey,
That
hey, hey,
Francesco
ladies
Mine.
and
Francesco Mine.
the
Madamine.
Madamine,
Yeah.
Magnus Mine. Ooh,
Yeah.
sounds hard. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, school can't hurt us anymore. Welcome to OTP Summer. We live. We back. Woo.
Official. Yes, sir. It is summertime. It's been a little weird summer like weather so far in LA though. But today it was nice and sunny. It's hot out. It's feeling like beach weather for sure.
Yeah, man. Sure, you see me. It's beach weather in here in the Bay
Yeah,
Area.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not really, but I like to feel like it sometimes. Gotta make it feel like summer somehow. Anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Let's
What
just
up?
all
What
take
up?
a
What
deep
up?
breath and rest in peace. A moment of silence for this past semester. If you guys have been with me, with school. Matt's done with school. He graduated. Hey, pops in the chat. My boy,
Yes,
suited
sir.
and booted, diploma,
Yes. What's up, ever?
all that.
Hello, Jose. Hello, Chip fan. What up, Finn? Appreciate you welcoming. I know it's been a little bit since I've seen y'all. I've been a little busy, but yeah, man. So I graduated in September of last year, but I we never got our commencement. So
Official ceremony. Yeah.
yeah, so the homies came back for one last hurrah. And I got
One
to
last ride.
yeah, one last ride. I got to walk. Um, saw all the homies, everyone's family. It was super fun. Partied all night. Yeah, felt a lot of love that day. But yeah, we here. Now after that, it was officially like, okay, this is feeling like it is finally over. Like I can find that was like the last like bit of closure I needed to be like, all right, it's like I'm done with school. It's the summer. I'm an adult now. Like, what's good? You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man. Welcome. As the great film, the Goofy movie once said, "Welcome to the start of the rest of your life, man." Like
Yeah.
adulthood. We're here. That's
Very
kind of a
cool.
crazy thing.
Yo,
What's
hey, what up,
what's up?
Finn? I know Finn says I'm doing film school at the moment. Hey, good luck, my guy. It's tough. It's tough. You're lucky that you still have some years left because 2 years of my film school experience was online film school, which is not a real thing. But I guess that's what I paid for. Anyway, I still got my degree.
Yeah, man. What so far just in talking about, graduating from college, you've been graduated. It's just like the ceremony that you had to get through. What's been like the biggest adjustment for you?
um, damn, figuring out how to like spend my days. Honestly, I don't
Yeah,
know. I
just
don't.
life thing.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what the average like age range of our viewers here. I feel like they're usually a little bit younger, like 18 to 24 or whatever. But for those of you just finishing up college or are starting your college experience, or wondering what it's like right after you graduate, yeah, man, that nice safety net, that structure of school, of knowing you got to be somewhere and meeting up with your classmates. Once that's gone, it's like, damn, like now what? you know.
Yeah.
So obviously, you got to get a job, whatever. You don't have to. You do whatever you want, but yeah, definitely just like trying to figure out like what do I want what do I want to do, because I read a
Hmm.
quote somewhere that was the way you spend your days is how you live your life. And
Mm.
so that one definitely hit me hard when I was just doom scrolling on TikTok for like 8 hours, and then I was like, damn, is this how I'm living my life?
You're
So
like, I should probably sleep. It's like three.
yeah, right. So yeah, man, figure out what you care about, and just do it. Honestly, don't be scared. Everyone else is doing their own shit. Everybody else is scared of doing what they want to do, but at the end of the day, it's your life. It's your day. Um, whether you're in film school, make a movie outside of film school. Whether you're, I don't know, accounting, maybe do something else, other than counting numbers. But yeah, that's what it's been like for me. Figuring out that balance of work and life and stuff that I want to do, cool things that I want to be a part of, communities, people I want in my life, stuff like that. Just adult shit.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel like once you get out of school, you have the opportunity to really, you know, like you said, like fill in your days, fill in your blocks of days, but also like fill in little cracks of life that you didn't know that you needed to do. Like for example,
Mhm.
for me, I've been really getting into, and we've been talking about this a couple times, really getting into just like physical wellness and fitness, and
Yes.
particularly like I've been doing the lifting thing and like exercising, cardio,
Okay.
all that stuff. But for me, stretching was what I
Yeah.
didn't realize was like, oh my God, I need this in my life. And I found this really great video of none other than John Cena going through his like stretching routine.
Okay.
And I'm like, I've never, Chip fan, watch yourself. I've never been stretched out like this, like ever. Like
Hey yo.
my legs, my
Damn. So
be right back time.
yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
but
So John Cena got you stressed out. What you saying?
John Cena had me stretched out. Didn't even see him. It just came out of nowhere. I'm talking thighs, groin, my hips. The hips are where it always is for me. It's like that's where all the tension is. Like me trying to, stretch out my hips, yeah, and also just like trying to, like he has me like twisting my legs over my body like
Oh
a human
yeah.
pretzel.
Yeah.
John Cena done turned my world upside down with his stretching routine. So
Damn.
shout out to John Cena.
Nah.
Uh,
Stretching is real,
just
bro.
loyalty and respect.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Kay just mentions yoga. I usually have a yoga class right after this stream, so we'll see how this stream goes. Hopefully I can make it depending on when we end. But nah, stretching is good, bro. I went to the gym, man. I was doing really well for like 2-3 weeks, and then 2 weeks went by, and I don't know, I just like fell off, and then I went back
Yeah.
to the gym this week. Oh my god, my legs were dead. This is the first day they felt normal since like
Humbling.
since Monday. Um, so nah, man, stretching is important for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That first workout back is humbling, bro.
It's
So I
no for
feel
real.
that. Yeah, man. Speaking of stretching, we're gonna stretch this pod all the way back to last week because we got some things we want to catch up on. Things that obviously Matthew Magnus here. I don't know why we went with the full Govey, but going through the graduation process, all that stuff. So now let's go ahead and catch up with some of this new music that dropped last week. Starting off
Yes,
with
bro. I can't believe.
potentially
Yes.
the collab album of the summer. It's the how I equate it to. We're talking about Kate Tremine. I equate it to it's the complete opposite of the Danny Brown JPEG Mafia album, the scaring the
Yeah.
hose.
This
Like
one
that's
is
the exact.
for the hose. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All
So
right, we'll switch over. Yes.
first of
Oh,
all, Stream 81. Shout out Kobe. Um,
hey, we out here. Hey, we're getting close to that 100 number. That's crazy, bro. We're getting close.
Crazy.
All
We're
right,
getting there.
Kate. All right. Yes. Album of the summer. Is how they marketed it. We had Forever with Pharrell, absolute banger. I think they had one. I think they teased like one other song right before it dropped. Um, but no, I mean, I was sad I wasn't able to be on stream when this dropped because you knew I would have been hyped. But I'm still hyped about it. I still think it's a great record. Amine has incredible bars on here. Some really dope features as well. Snoop Dogg kind of came out of nowhere, but he like really
Yeah.
floats on that track. Um, nah,
Freddie Gibbs.
Freddie Gibbs goes crazy on Let's Talk About It. That's one of my favorite tracks on the record for sure. Um, but I will say, I kind of wish it was a little more summery, man. I feel like Kate Renata, I feel like I wish he had a little bit more of a presence. You know, like it definitely felt like an Amine album, and then Kate Renata just kind of backing it up with some of the production, but like a Kate Renata song, when you hear one, it has that bounce, it's like super glittery. It's just gets the people moving. I kind of wish it had more of that. It felt very uneven. I don't even know if there's really there's really maybe two songs that I'm like, oh, that's summer, for me that would
Yeah.
be, I mean, Forever for sure, and then Salsa Up for sure is like that's like a club, summer club banger. Snoop Dogg
Yeah.
song is pretty the I think it's or maybe it was or something like that. It's definitely a summer song, but nah, man, I don't know. I've seen people say that they were disappointed by this album, that they thought it would be better. I don't think it's a bad album at all, bro. Like I think it's a great record. I just thought like I was led on a little bit, you know, in terms of how
Hmm.
much of a summer album this was going to be. I thought I was getting funk wave bounces, you know. I don't know. What were your
I
thoughts? What were your thoughts?
I was going to make that comparison because I definitely thought that too. I was like, okay, I'm definitely in like a house mood lately.
Mm-hmm.
Not lately, like ever since the past year, I've been really getting into house music. So I was like, okay, this is gonna be the one that really just like puts me over the edge. Like all in. And there are some of those records that like yeah, like you said, give off that classic K Tronada summer beat vibe.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it just felt like they wanted to do an album together. So it's like, all right, let's just make an album together. Like nothing, no real theme or concept. It was just kind of like, let's just see what we would sound like together. And
Yeah.
and like I would describe it as like I just feel very just whelmed, neither over or underwhelmed. I'm good. Like I'm
Yeah.
happy with what I got.
Yeah.
I got what I needed. Sure, not necessarily what I wanted. Pretty good. Like, I love, Master P. I love the
Yeah.
the Pharrell stuff. Like you said, Toss Up. Really great
Right.
records, I think. And also like really great just overall rollout vibe that he's going with this album. Like some of the merch has been pretty cool.
For sure.
I think someone said here they got the wine vinyl. That
Kitchimino
sounds like
wine and
incredible.
vinyl? Wait, they have their own wine? I guess I've been sleeping on their merch because that sounds crazy.
Yeah, yeah, man. It's been pretty cool. And also I love the little rollout, the little video of them in the studio,
Mm-hmm.
doing what they do. So, yeah, like I said, like just whelmed. Like I got what I would like to get and but I
Yeah.
would have wanted a little bit more of that. So no. What to you I mean you already spoke about some of your standout records, but was there any kind of moments like for me I know I didn't see any of the track list at all.
Mm-hmm.
So this Freddie Gibbs feature, which is like the second record on the whole album, fucking just punched me right in the face, and I was like, "Oh, I thought we were just getting like it's just Amina and Kaytranada.
Right.
I didn't realize we were getting other people as well." So, yeah, what other moments to you features just like beat switch? I know for sure the K&A beat switch
Yeah.
hit
Crazy.
pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, like, bro, Mine's bars are pretty good. Throughout the whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
he has one
Listen.
bar that's my favorite. It's like look what a Uniqlo tee could do for you. I'm like, yo, yes, he
Hard.
knows. The airism bar is crazy. Um, yeah, but not the yeah, Amine's presence on there obviously goes crazy. I love one of my favorite moments is I think it's on West Side, either that one or I think the song called like or whatever that song is called, where he's like, Monday we go hustle, Tuesday we go hustle, and it's like Sunday she want cuddles, you know, just like funny bars that are super catchy. That I feel like that I could see myself kind of like bopping to that, you know, in the car in the summer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I wish there were more like Kaytranada moments, you know, like crazy like
Yeah.
Kaytranada like beat drop and stuff. Um, but now Freddie Gibbs is great. Snoop Dogg is great. There's one other feature I forget, but it's like one of the rapidy rap tracks. But yeah, no, like you said, I'm satisfied, but in terms of what they could do together, but I'm not satisfied in terms of like, is this the song of the summer? You know, is this the album of the summer? Like, I don't know, I'm still waiting for that.
It definitely wasn't a Funk Wave Bounces Volume 2 situation where it's like, oh shit, this
Yeah.
this the one, like we back, and then it just kind of came and went. Like I really feel like I'm gonna be listening to like there's like a Big Sean feature I think is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Oh
and then
yeah,
to
Big
me,
Sean was
this
cool.
album yeah, and to me this album further solidified Amine as just one of the most consistently great artists that's working today. Like if you just go through his entire discography, I mean, we have our Limbo deep dive,
Mm-hmm.
the album with Caroline, I think it's a self-titled album. 2.5 is great. Like all the little like in between mixtapes are always like incredible. Reel It In is like a song that I feel like anytime it plays, I'm like, yeah, this is an absolute banger. It brings me back to 2018.
Right.
So I mean, Amine, man, like for me, like you mentioned, like Kichinada left a little bit more to be desired. I saw some narrative or some tweets that was talking about, he keeps his best beats to himself kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
no, man, like at least Amine him really, really, really showed out in my opinion. Like you said, the punchliney
Yeah.
bars, I always enjoyed those. That's probably my favorite or most the rap I enjoy the most is like the punchliney, funny, witty bars that are, sometimes digs, sometimes references. So I
Hmm.
love that kind of stuff.
For sure.
What would you do you have anything else you wanted to mention about the album before we get into
Um,
ratings?
nah, short album for sure. Not too much to it.
Yeah.
Rating. Um, I'll give it like a 7 out of 10. Which is like pretty good. 8 if it was
Yeah.
more summery. 9 if it was a funk wave bounces type of vibe. That's where Kate Renata would have stepped it up. But nah, it's a great record. Some really interesting beats on there. Great verses. Still, it'll still be in my rotation for sure. Like during the summer. But yeah, it would have broken the 8 mark if it felt like I could put the whole thing on. At a cookout on the beach by the pool. But some of them are definitely not the same or not that vibe. So a little
Yeah.
disappointed there. But yeah, 7 out of 10 for me.
I'm gonna give it a touch lower just because to me I haven't had the that itch for this album yet, and
Mm.
I'm sure maybe I'm sure I will as we get into the summer. But like you mentioned, then in my head I'm like, it's not the summer album for me. So I'm trying to
Right.
figure all that stuff out. So for right now, it's sitting at like 6.5,
Okay. Okay.
which is good. It's solid. Just because it's not at an 8 or whatever, it's
Mm-hmm.
it's it's not a bad album. Would definitely recommend it. But it didn't quite scratch the itch that I really wanted it to. So
True.
but that's subject to change, especially because it's such a vibey type. Like they're aiming for the summer. So
Right.
we'll
Right.
see how the
Right.
summer progresses. We'll come back to it. Uh, yeah, another album I wanted to discuss real quick, super quick. Like I mentioned on the last stream, I had a little duality of man moment because I was listening to this and I went straight to the Summer Walker album that
Okay.
came out. It's called Soft Life. Hard. What is it? Clear Soft Life Volume 2. And man, I think you'd really enjoy this album. I think you'd
Okay.
really enjoy this album from an R&B standpoint. Very, very neo soul mature type vibe from Summer Walker. Like keeping in mind like where she was at with like Girls Need Love and very much like in that, she was kind of definitely like on that wave of that, type of R&B. She's definitely matured. There's a Childish Gambino feature in there that's nice.
Okay.
The
Okay.
album starts with a very, very it's titled An Audio Hug, and that's exactly how it feels. There's a pleasant little surprise for you guys if you want to listen to it. But yeah, overall, just like the storytelling in the album, letting you know where she's at in her life is like, she went through a period, I think, with Still Over It, and
Yeah.
I think there's another album called Over It. That was her kind of like in her heartbroken, blunt, super in her like renegade bag, and
Okay.
now she's kind of like maturing a little bit, and you can kind of see that in the lyrics and the music and the skits.
Okay.
That's. So I would definitely recommend
I'll
it, man.
check it
This
out.
album hit perfectly. It's a nice 8 out of 10 for me. Great
Okay.
8 out of 10 album.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I usually like Summer
is there?
Walker's stuff, so um, I'll definitely check it out. Soft
Yeah, man.
Life.
Yeah.
Wait, she's pregnant? Oh shit.
Yeah. Shout out to Summer. Hey, another thing that happened last week was a very big announcement with regards to the patron saint of this podcast, the motherfucking weekend.
Oh, not
And
DJ
ladies and
Khaled.
gentlemen, oh, I mean, we can talk, we can wax poetic about DJ Khaled as
Yeah.
well. But let's talk about the weekend a little bit, and not only that, let's
Yes.
talk about Abel Tesfaye because our boy, the weekend will be transitioning into Abel Tesfaye, and he has announced here. I have a quote here. I'm going through a cathartic path right now, getting to a place and a time where I'm getting ready to close the weekend chapter. I'll still make music, maybe as Abel, maybe as The Weeknd, but I still want to kill The Weeknd, and I
Ooh.
will eventually. I'm definitely trying to shed that skin and be reborn. The album I'm working on right now is probably my last hurrah as The Weeknd. Is something that I have to do as The Weeknd. I've said everything I can say. Ooh,
Yeah, yeah.
thoughts,
Crazy,
concerns.
crazy. Um, Man, that's crazy, man. It's crazy because we kind of predicted that this last album was gonna be the last one, of the trilogy, the last hurrah, like he said. Um,
Yeah.
and it just makes me curious, like if he's gonna stop making music for a while, and he's just gonna start acting. I guess we'll honestly see what the backlash is gonna be like from the idol, and if he's a good actor or not. Because if he's not good, then like I'm not sure there's much of an acting career for him. The only thing I've seen him act in is like Uncut Gems as himself, and he just you know punches Adam Sandler in the face. That's kind of it. So yeah, man, like that's really it, y'all. Like the weekend is closing the chapter on the weekend, I guess. I am curious if it's kind of just so he can ride the idol wave for a few years, to see. I really don't know what HBO's plan is with that show, or like how much they want to expand it, especially knowing that it is part of the Euphoria universe technically. If they're gonna
Oh,
try and like do something more with that or whatever. But it's sad. I mean, it's a little bit sad. It's kind of a bittersweet moment, It's like, yes, I understand. The weekend. I feel like he's kind of reached a certain level with his music. We all know he's in
yeah.
a whole new category. He's in a whole new lane. He's above everyone else right now in terms of like stardom and how many monthly listeners. His sound, like he's really just kind of evolved and reached a peak. I'm not saying he's peaked, but like it felt like that sound he introduced in After Hours has finally kind of seen it come to fruition the most it can. So yeah, I guess that's just like, damn, that's it. I guess that's the end of our thoughts podcast as well.
I know we're cooked, y'all. We're cooked. Back to
What
the.
are we gonna
I
talk
know
about?
someone mentioned. Someone mentioned they work at McDonald's. Well, we're gonna be joining. We're gonna be right there next to
We're
you,
gonna be flipping
taking
burgers.
orders.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. Bro, this very you hit it right on the head. Bittersweet. There's definitely like a bit of a, I'm happy he's kind of graduating beyond the weekend. Good for him. But also, it's like, man, the final. We were talking about this last week. Is like the final song on this next album will be the final weekend song.
Yeah.
Barring features, barring Lucy singles, so on and so forth. It's like, bro, this is it. Like, there's a, and another thing I mentioned, you know, I'm sure you reacted the same way. It's like, we weren't surprised by this at all, right? You kind of felt it. I think more so it was surprising that he said it, that he
Yeah,
mentioned it.
like outright.
You know,
Um, and this early, like in the game, it wasn't even part of a rollout or like the album wasn't already out. We haven't even heard the last record, and we already know it's gonna be the last. Which I mean, that's kind of a good move in my point. It's like, in my
yeah,
opinion, I mean,
yeah,
it's like, yo, like that kind of starts building the pressure a little bit on his end, but also kind of building the hype to be like, okay, like this is it, like this is the last
hmm
hurrah, like this has to be like such an epic moment for all of XO to know that this is his last
yeah.
album, at least as the weekend. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm in such a strange place with Abel right now, like how I think about him and his career and the decisions he's making and the music he's making. I don't think the quality of music has dipped at all. And in fact, I feel like it's only gotten better and better, in terms of musically and like the artistry, like how the music is sounding. But man, I still like knowing all that and then knowing like the idols kind of happen and like I'm just so worried that it could all go south so quick. Like the moment I watched that first pilot and I'm like, It's over, y'all.
Well,
It's
well,
over.
thank God that the weekend is done. This isn't the weekend. Like we can
Yeah.
just leave that perfect body of work aside and go right into this idol thing.
Right,
I
right.
mean, let's do. Are we good to just go right into it?
No, yeah, we
Let's
should.
let's
We
let's.
we should definitely go into that. Let me check the chat real quick. Y'all are going crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I forgot that there is the main event of this episode is the fight between
Yes.
Chip Fan and Jose. Don't worry, y'all.
Yeah.
We'll let you have your moment. We'll start the round and y'all can duke it out. Like let us get this idol talk, out the way.
Yeah.
This is, that's the pay-per-view that you're the main event. Let us get the
Yeah.
first, little hitters out from the card, but don't worry.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah. Let's
forget.
feed the streets. Let's
Yeah.
feed the streets a little bit.
Yeah.
The idol man is making its rounds at the
The
Cannes Film
cans,
Festival, Kansas,
raising cans.
and got a nice little 5 minute standing ovation. Which, if you guys know Cannes,
It's a
Cons,
little
not
rough.
Cannes. Is it Cannes?
It's can. Yeah.
Can. That's the can equivalent of throwing tomatoes, booing them off the
A
stage.
little bit of a flop.
Get the fuck out, flop. And god damn, that boy, that dude is sexy as hell. Look at that. There's a video of him winking too. Like, oh,
I just know he knew someone was recording. He told it. He like, yo, Sam, go walk 30
right.
feet that way and zoom in on me. Oh no, Sam behind him. Lily Rose Depp,
Sam's
go
right
film
behind
me. I'm gonna go look over there.
Um,
Just get this jawline real quick.
Yeah, shoot, man. That skincare routine I know is fire.
Yeah.
Look, man, it's looking tough out here. Tough for a weekend. In case you guys don't know, it premiered on Rotten Tomatoes, like a 9%. It's only gotten higher, but minimal, like very marginally. I think it's sitting pretty at like 20%.
I think we're at an okay number. I think we're at 20%.
20%, okay.
27 or something like that. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's critic reviews. It's harsh critics from Cannes. It's like 15 reviews. Audience score's not even in yet. But damn, bro, like that's pretty tough. That's pretty tough. Also, I don't even remember like shows premiering at Cannes. I don't know if they did this for Euphoria, but I'm like, did they just show like the pilot episode or whatever?
I
Like,
think so.
okay,
Yeah, first
okay.
episode.
So
Yeah,
that's
and
interesting.
and also another thing to keep in mind with Rotten Tomatoes is that I think their scale is very different. It's not like the 20% doesn't necessarily mean like the critics rated it 20%. It means like how Rotten Tomato does it is that they take the ratings and say if it's good or bad,
Yeah,
and then they boil down the percentage of which one said it was good, which one said it was
I
bad.
think
So
it's like an
20%
average.
meaning
Yeah,
yeah, so 20% meaning 20% of critics at least gave it like a good, like it's a good rating, not necessarily that it is 20%.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
if that makes sense at all.
I mean, yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's just an average rating. But Finn here says they personally don't care about Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes doesn't mean anything in their opinion. There are many TV shows and movies I enjoy that have poor critical reviews. This is true. This is true.
Yeah.
And I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's just funny. Just like coming from a Weekend fan, just the show he's a part of, just getting dogged on immediately. I can't help but laugh. But I mean, I can say the same. Some of my favorite comedy movies were absolutely obliterated by the Rotten Tomatoes. Uncut Gems has a pretty rough score, like critic wise, but the audience score is great. You always see that. My favorite comedy of all time, Nacho Libre, has a terrible score.
Banger. Yeah.
Absolute banger. So
Get that corn out of my face.
yeah, bro, like they don't know, they don't understand. So it's really not really indicative of like what the people think. I just know, at least if y'all are present on Twitter like that for the discourse about the idol, like people haven't even seen it and they're like, we're not gonna watch, or like they're saying nobody, like, don't hate watch it. Like they're really not trying to support this show, which is crazy. I think it's really Sam Levinson's fault more than the Weeknd's, but yeah, man. Rolling Stone, now is your moment. You gotta strike
I'm gonna
now.
be. I am tapped in to this Rolling Stone Idol review. This is gonna
Yeah.
be. This has the potential to be the generational content.
Bro,
We could be set
this
if
could
the
be
weekend
yeah.
ceases to exist after this. Like this Rolling Stone article could give us everything we need.
This could be the kill shot, bro. This could be the Fantano Big Day
Oh,
review of Rolling Stone reviews. Um
oh my.
yeah, it's tough, bro.
Oh,
I think okay. I mean, I know we want to read some of the reviews. I think I know we just said all that about it doesn't matter, but I'm curious. I'm curious to know like what was said, what they thought about the show.
yeah.
Um
Let's
cuz
do it.
I haven't seen it yet. When does it come out? Anybody know?
Hmm. June 4. I don't know.
June
Let's
something.
see. June something. June 15th. June
Tomatoes, The Idol.
4th. June 4th. Wow.
Coming up.
Very soon. Yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah.
The summer is gonna be a fun one.
June 4th. Thank you,
And
everyone.
also, we're gonna go ahead and confirm real quick. We will in fact be holding a nice little watch party for the premiere, over on Playback. I don't think we'll go any further than the premiere just because we don't want
Yeah,
to. I don't know, man. We don't want to get taken down off Playback.
right.
We just started. If this is in fact gonna be as Matt so elegantly put it, a Pornhub type show, a Pornhub ass show,
Yeah.
then I don't necessarily want to be
We'll see,
like
bro.
tuning in, streaming in every week. Yo, guys, all right, so we're here watching.
We're here watching the 14th sex scene with the weekend.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So,
let me read
this
the
one, in this one, his bare ass, so that's really interesting. Whereas
yeah.
this, the next one, he's full frontal. So I can't wait to see what else we see. No, man, this is so yeah. We'll do
Yeah.
our due diligence. You'll find our thoughts on it somehow, some way.
Just reading the chat
Uh,
right here. What's up, Jose?
yeah.
Just acknowledging you, not ignoring you. Um, hey, Chip fan, we're not. Hey, the fight hasn't started yet. All right, like hold the insults, bro. Like, the leaderboard.
Oh,
We'll get this leaderboard going. Just hold off, hold off. Save it,
yeah.
save it for the fight. Um, all right. I have a
Also,
couple.
wait,
Oh yeah, what up?
my bad. We should have done this before, but ladies and gentlemen, OTP summer. We're starting it off with a bang.
Oh yes, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. We have officially launched.
Yes,
Now that's what I call an Our Thoughts Summer Volume
yes.
2.
Volume 2. We're still adding songs. I think last year we did 100 songs, so we're still dropping. There's about 67 songs in there. But yes,
Two-thirds of it there.
that's how y'all
Yeah.
know. If you want to drop the link in the chat,
Yep, it's in there. It's in
perfect.
there.
Everybody go add this playlist. It's very diverse playlist, I will say. You got some nighttime vibes, you have some funk vibes, you have some bangers, some house music. You got some old Beyonce in there. You got some
Some
old
oldies, some
old Donna
goldies.
Summer. You got some Earth, Wind and Fire. You got some Kate. You just put it on shuffle and just rock out for the whole day. But yeah, want to make sure we got that out of the way. This is what I'll be rocking
Yeah.
with this all summer. Now that's what I call an Our Thought Summer Volume 2. You can even find our last one on our pages, but this is the most updated one with all the best bangers from today and from a decade ago, several decades ago. So you know that they're certified.
Yeah, man. Really, really, really happy with this one. And excited to see excited to, just live out this summer playing this soundtrack over and over and over again. Chip fan wants to plug something. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
What up?
I'm very nervous.
Go ahead. While you do that,
We're dedicating the next 5 seconds to you, but yeah, let's get into
go
it.
ahead. I do have a couple idol reviews here that are included in the Rotten
Mm.
Tomatoes. This one is a positive review. This is on Vogue. But I will jump into it real quick. They say this is written by someone named Douglas Greenwood, whoever that is. But they say The Idol is a gorgeous looking horror show, which is like a pretty like positive, title.
Yeah.
I will say to start off. It looks good, but it is also scary. They say in Sam Levinson's The Idol, stardom begets misery. Wow. A Britney-esque songstress named Jocelyn, beloved by her fans and the paparazzi alike, is preparing for her comeback after a mental breakdown the year before when she suffered the loss of her mother in the midst of a world tour. Now her team is eager to recoup their losses. The dance routines must be sexy, the album cover must feature her almost naked, and her team will stop at nothing, not even locking the shoot's intimacy coordinator in the bathroom to get what they want. That's crazy.
Okay.
This is where The Idol drops us at the start of episode 1, offering a mildly discomforting look at what the music industry does to young women and how it fails to protect them from exploitation. The new HBO series From the Sick and Twisted Minds, as the first trailer put it, of Levinson, the creator of Euphoria, and Abel, the Weeknd Tesfaye, will surely dominate Sunday night social media conversation when it launches next month. Okay,
I
for
love
sure.
the sound of that. I love everything I'm hearing so far. That
Yeah,
sounds great. Just throw us right into the superstar who just had a breakdown, who
yeah,
everyone is like hating on or whatever. Great.
that's
Cool.
cool. I like that.
Yeah.
It seems like her backstory is interesting for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of trying to like coming up from fame. Someone they said they compared her to Britney Spears, kind of like the world hated her. Now she has to make a comeback.
Jocelyn alone.
Yeah.
Leave Jocelyn alone.
They say vulnerable, vulnerable and pliable behind her it girl veneer. Jocelyn is played excellently by Depp on every step of the emotional scale, whether she's sobbing at the end of an arduous video shoot or throwing her body around a nightclub in ecstasy. But the Idol's lurid, seductive Hollywood lensed by we know the cinematographer. There is always someone keen to take advantage. When she meets Tesfaye's character, a conniving nightclub mogul named Tedros, I just think of Tetris when I hear that.
Tedros.
Yeah. Who spots her across the dance floor. He decides that he can make her not only a star, but his star. She falls into his asphyxiating grip. Dawn FM, Dawn FM reference.
Or after hours deluxe. Yeah.
After Hours Deluxe. And something that feels like love to her but reads like abuse to the rest of us. Tedros is so patently repulsive that their sex scenes, while graphic, are not at all erotic. Okay, that's interesting.
So they're
It's
telling
just
me that
gross.
it's brutal, but it's gross and not like sexy, like intimate or anything. Just flagrant.
Just
That's what I'm hearing.
flagrant.
So it sounds like Jocelyn is we're gonna get introduced to Jocelyn, and it's gonna be very interesting, and then all of a sudden the Weeknd's gonna come in and just like fuck shit up, literally and
Oh
and
my
figuratively.
gosh. Oh man. Do you like the way I?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Oh, dude, I'm dying.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Wait.
It's actually been an AI
Do you like the way I
generated.
flick my tongue or not?
That's what I was looking for.
Okay.
Tedros
Okay, there it is.
Tedros gonna come in and like,
Do you like the way I flick my tongue or not?
yes. That.
First line. Okay, that would bring up the Rotten Tomatoes score by like 100 for me.
Yeah.
So, Tedros.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
The amount of people that are if that hypothetically if that were to happen, the amount of people that would have to make their like top 10 things you missed about the Idol.
Oh
His
no.
Weeknd's first line, fun fact, is a line from his song Or Nah.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we
That'd be
been on that,
crazy.
bro.
He just comes up to her and he approaches her from across the club. She's like, "Are you Jocelyn? Rolling Stone?" Yeah. You know what I have to say to them?
Do you like the way I flick my tongue or not?
Anyway, all right.
Hey, what writer strike?
Right.
What writer?
You can't. AI can't write this. Okay, let me finish this review. There's only a couple more sentences. All right. So, damn. For a few people aside from Jocelyn's best friend and assistant Leia, the show's voice of reason. Okay, I'm glad we have a voice of reason in the show. And her creative director Xander, which is Troye Sivan. Interesting. They seem to actually like her. Whether The Idol will go down in history as a misfire of high-budget misogyny or a telling depiction of the terrifying trappings of fame will likely depend on who you talk to. The same audiences that fell hard for Euphoria, another show about the terrors of being young, will likely do the same for this one. It is buzzy, brazen television that will do exactly what it's set out to do: get people talking. Okay. So I'm liking what I'm hearing so far. I feel like, at least from this positive review, it's provocative, it's sexy, provocative,
People.
whatever that how it goes. But I don't know, like, I feel like they really tried to ride that line, you know, and I think it's gonna be up to the people watching to decide if they crossed it or not. Which that might be exactly what they're going for. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as a tweet by, I believe, Kyle Buchanan, I don't know what publication, but he referenced the show as 50 Shades of Tesfaye, featuring none other than Jocelyn's Areolas and The Weeknd's Rat Tail. And I'm like, this is some bars, even though it's against like my guy. It's like, damn, that's a bar though. Like 50 Shades of Tesfaye.
50
So,
Shades of
yeah,
Tesfaye is crazy.
and you know, the writer said it so perfectly. Like, it is buzzy, brazen television that will get people talking. And that's the thing I'm worried about, is that
Yeah.
is there going to be some actual substance to this? Is Jocelyn's character, like, what's going to be her motivation to be famous? Like, are we going to be riding for her as she's kind of going on with the show?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's the whole thing. It's like, do we care about Jocelyn? Otherwise, it's just a collection of sex scenes and The Weeknd saying some of the most dirty shit he's been trying to get off for years now.
Whipping his greasy rat tail around in those sex scenes, man. I don't know if I'm ready for that. All right, let's move on. We're gonna read one negative review.
Okay.
This is by Time Magazine. Written by Stephanie. Okay, so this one was written by a man, Douglas something Greenwood. This Time one is written by a woman, so that might, keep that in mind. Especially the fact that she talks about. Seems like she thought this show was very misogynistic. They say that the idol pretends to expose exploitation while reveling in it. This is what I was afraid of. All right, let me get into it. I don't know what this black box is here. I think my ad block is trying to block it out. So, the Cannes Film Festival loves a good scandal, and it got a mini one Friday night when festival director Thierry Filmur was caught via a bystander's cell phone pitching a "Do you know who I am?" style fit when a municipal police officer reprimanded him for riding his electric bicycle on the sidewalk. What? With auteur hilarity like that, who needs Sam Levinson's The Idol? Okay, damn.
We're in there.
We're in
there. Okay.
We're stuck in. All right, I see where this is going. But the festival must go on. And so a 2-episode chunk of Levinson's designed to shock television series premiered at Cannes on a Monday evening. Okay, so it was 2 episodes. The Idol star Lily Rose Depp as Jocelyn, a Britney Spears-style pop star who's just climbing back into the spotlight after being sidelined by a breakdown occasioned by the death of her mother. We see her made up so heavily her skin looks like latex, twisting and turning as she's snapped by an unseen photographer, her red silk robe taped artfully to her skin to prevent any Okay. I don't know why they need to talk so heavily about what she was wearing, but that artificial coyness lasts about half a minute. She wants to show her breasts, and so she does, causing a nervous underlining to protest that the photographing of nipples is prohibited by the nudity writer in her contract. Oh. Quote, side boob, under boob, and side flank are allowed, but full-on nipples? No way. Okay. Yet Jocelyn, generally referred to as Joss, is modern and free and reckless in a just sprung from jail way. She has full
first day out.
Yeah, first day out. She has full autonomy over her life and body. She can do what she wants. This is just the beginning of the many, many nipples to be seen in the first few hours of the Idol. First few hours, not even first few episodes. Hey, all right, bro. All right. Hey.
A nipple clause in the contract. That's interesting. I'm sure that's a real thing. That's kind of an interesting little nugget that
All right.
I'm trying to find silver linings, man. I'm just...
Okay.
proceed.
Okay. So I'm so far what I'm getting. There's a lot of nipples in this show.
Lot of
A lot of them.
titties. Okay.
Okay. Where was I? Okay. Later there'll be some tastefully shot. This is a crazy sentence. All right. Later. By the way, guys, later there'll be a tastefully shot masturbation scene, accompanied by mild auto asphyxiation, as well as yet more tastefully shot sex that involves a swath of floaty red silk, more mild asphyxiation, and a penknife. Yo,
That's crazy. Yo.
I'll keep going. There's also a bit
Hey,
of a.
are you-
Oh, what?
I was gonna say, do you want to take a break? I can read off.
Can
a
you
little
read
bit
this?
if you want.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There's also a bit of a kerfuffle among Joss's team, a group of hovering mother hens played by Hank Azaria of Night at the Museum fame,
Hey.
Rachel Sennott, Troy Sivan, Devine, Joy Randolph. When a picture of a Joss goes viral, her face is glazed with a slick, translucent, whitish substance that's probably not snail mucin.
Oh.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass.
Okay. Damn, that's crazy. All right.
Not since early 1980s cable TV has there been such a parade of decorous yet sleazy debauchery, though it's all presented with a kind of shockaroo enlightened knowingness that pretends to expose exploitation even while reveling in it. Meanwhile, the head of Joss's record label, Jane Addams, in an artfully torn t-shirt worn under an expensively baggy suit, keeps a tight rein on her star's narrative. Mental illness is sexy, she declares with deadpan authority. Authority. Levinson is the mastermind behind Euphoria, a show I confess I've never seen. Good on you.
All right.
Though I've tried without success to access a few episodes here in France. I've seen Levinson's mildly stylish but ultimately empty black and white two-hander Malcolm and Marie, starring a pouty Zendaya. Seemed okay at the time, though I instantly forgot it. Have you watched Malcolm and Marie?
I did. I hated it. Didn't like it.
Yeah.
Didn't like it.
The Idol, created by Levinson and Abel, The Weeknd, Tesfaye, who also co-stars in the series, has been plagued by bad press and bad juju for several years now. Here we go. Amy Seimetz was originally signed on to direct. She had nearly finished the project when her work was scrapped and the production was taken over by Levinson. We've been kind of going over this the first time the Rolling Stone article came out. There are reports of chaos and delays on the set, though who ever knows exactly what that means. The proof will be right there in The Idol when the general public gets to see it June 4th. For now, know that Tesfaye plays a seriously bad news manipulator known as Tedros. A name so not nice you've got to say it twice.
Wait, that's his name? His first and last name are Tedros?
Wait. Supposedly he's from Hawaii. But
What?
not really.
What?
From Hawaii. Okay. So
he's
it's
just a fake.
Tedros.
This is a fake. He that can't be his real name. He must be from somewhere, bro.
Yeah.
That's
I wonder if it's
crazy.
gonna be a Colonel. What is his name? Colonel Tom from if you watch Elvis, the
Oh, yeah,
manager.
yeah.
Of Elvis, where you find out like, oh, he says he served in the army, but did he really kind of thing? So I wonder if it's gonna be like that kind of thing. And supposedly, back to the review here, and supposedly he's extremely charismatic, but not really. He meets the emotionally fragile yet super hot and ultra famous Joss when she shows up at the club he runs. Okay, so we kind of went through this. He seduces her.
With his obvious
Somehow with his
yuckiness.
obvious Joss's assistant and best friend, played by Sennett, gets it right when she says he's so rapey. Before long, Tedros is wrapping Joss's face in silk and squeezing her neck just hard enough as they have some rough sex.
Okay.
The perils of fame. Levinson and Tesfaye lay it all out in this almost biblical cautionary tale that is absolutely without a doubt, I mean seriously now, not about titillating its audiences.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Interesting. Okay.
Um,
As Joss,
oh,
yeah. Are we? Do we want to keep going? Oh, it's the last couple paragraphs here.
I can take over the last two.
Got you.
All right, let's wrap this one up. As Joss Depp, the daughter of Johnny Depp, brings some tentative gravity to all the sordidness, Harry Neff shows. Harry Neff, what kind of name is that? Shows up as the wily Vanity Fair journalist. Oh, I think this is the. Oh no, maybe. Oh, maybe this isn't the Rolling Stone scene that we saw. It says the Idol appears to have no clue that most celebrity journalists are just awkward schmoes at heart. So watching Neff narrow her eyes and purse her lips judgmentally is kind of fun. Okay. Animal lovers should note that there is one brief shot of an adorable-looking poodle mix that we can only surmise lives with Josh in her giant empty Los Angeles house. Okay, nothing happens to him in the first few episodes, but beyond that, consider yourself forewarned. Oh my god, had to give
What's
like
happening to the dog? Yo,
yeah. Have you seen that
I'm very nervous.
Have you seen that website where it's like doesthedogdie.com or something, where it's like you look up a movie with a dog in it and it'll tell you if it dies or not?
No, wow.
Yeah.
That comes in handy.
That's what it's given right now.
Also, by the way, I just had imagine if they just mentioned Harry Neff, wily
Neff.
Vanity Fair journalist. Imagine if it's like, if it is in the show, it is Vanity Fair journalist, but they just like AI imposed Rolling Stone to have that. That's why it sounded so fucking awkward.
Oh
But
my
I'm gonna
God.
laugh my ass off when that scene actually happens. When we get to that Rolling Stone,
Rolling
they're
Stone.
relevant.
You
gonna
sound
laugh
just
a
like
lot.
him when you say it like that. Rolling Stone. 6 million followers, probably bots.
What you're telling me is that I'm gonna make money off doing Cameo, just doing
Dude.
Tedros impressions.
If you could do the Ted, I don't know how he's gonna sound. Like,
Do you trust me?
yeah. Do you like the way?
Do you trust me?
I didn't mean to play that.
Please.
Caught you in 4K. Okay, let me wrap this review up. Mostly, though, it seems really bad things are going to happen to people in The Idol. Okay, good. Nothing's bad going to happen to the dog. In olden times, like the 60s, 70s, and 80s, we used to live for nudity in the movies. That's not to say that actors weren't sometimes or often manipulated or abused in the making of these pictures, a miserable side note that we've become more aware of in recent years. But from a viewer's perspective, there was often something freeing and exciting about on-screen nudity. In the 1980s, I worked for a company that published listings for cable TV companies. For a time, it was my job to write up little summaries of the movies coming up, which also included viewer warnings about nudity and sexual content. Every so often, we get creakily handwritten note from one particular cable subscriber somewhere out there in America. We came to know him by name. I'll call him Orville Snore. Orville wouldn't complain about the nudity and sex in the films. He would complain only when he believed we promised him sex and nudity that a movie failed to deliver. I doubt Orville is still alive today, but if he were, I'm
Yeah.
sure he'd be shocked and appalled by the Idol's pseudo-transgressiveness. I'm also sure he'd have his eyeballs glued to the television set. Levinson knows exactly what he's doing, and how much you want to indulge your inner Orville is up to you. Damn.
Okay.
That's crazy.
So real quick, how do you feel about sex scenes in movies and TV shows?
It's like, I don't know if it's even like something to give an opinion on. It's just like that happened, you know?
Like, do you like, does your brain just turn off when it's like, all right, let me just chill on my
Yeah.
phone, let me just, or do you skip over it? Do you think it's ever? Would you ever say? Do you ever think it's necessary? Are there instances where it's like you feel like, oh wow, this was really necessary for the movie, or for the most part, does it feel like indulgent or just kind of like whatever to the
I mean,
core of the movie?
it depends. If something is said about the character in the way that, you know, they are intimate with another person, I think like a sex scene can give you a really, really quick and immediate like read on a character. I think of the opening pilot of Breaking Bad. There's a sex scene between Walt and Skyler, but it's barely a sex scene. It's like they're sitting there side by side, you know, squared off on the bed, and she just reaches over and starts, you know, doing her thing on him. that told me everything I need to know about their relationship in that moment, you know?
Yeah.
And so I like when that happens because that's really interesting. It's like in our human nature to like want to know what someone is like, in that context. But more often than not, it's a director who has a really hot cast who just wants to just see it, who wants to just indulge in it. And, he's a little bit of a creep. I don't know if y'all saw House of Gucci by Ridley Scott, but the Adam Driver and Lady Gaga sex scene in that is so flagrant. Is so like this was like 2 minutes too long for me to be watching this. Where I'm like, yo, Ridley Scott is just a fucking creep because he just wanted to get Lady Gaga to go fucking wild,
And if 2 minutes sounds short to you, just hold your breath for 2 minutes and then imagine you're watching a sex scene.
Yeah, at the same time.
Yeah.
No, it's rough. So I know people like directors. I know Tarantino is very much against sex scenes. He thinks they don't add anything.
Yeah.
Right. He's against sex scenes, but he's for the feet. That's where he gets it in. But there's not really many.
I see the bars. Okay, hold on. I see the bars.
Yeah.
He doesn't like the sex scenes. He likes feet. That's how he gets it in. Okay.
I
just have to.
All right.
I see you're warmed up. I see your pen is warmed up.
It's coming naturally. But yeah. So it depends on the director. But for me, I'm not ready to do any of that in something like in my own film. I just feel like there's nothing I need to say. There's nothing for me to really say about that yet, unless I'm like, okay, like this is essential to the character. But with The Idol, it seems like it's just they're trying to make it like this is happening every other scene. Like every other scene, we're cutting into, nipples on screen, someone getting choked out, some crazy photo getting leaked, crazy. So I don't know. I feel like maybe that's just kind of the universe they want to create in The Idol is like this very, very sexual, very explicit, exploitive, dark, twisted universe where this is happening. It's like this dark, horrific version of LA. I get it, which is kind of what they're going for. But I'm like, yo, like, can we take a whole season of this? Like, can we take 8, 10, 12 episodes of just nipple shots? I don't know. I'm sure there's a dude out there who definitely could. But for me, I look for a little more in the shows I watch than that. But I don't know.
Okay, that's actually a good ass idea for a skit. It's like I know you had a funny ass skit with the Frank Ocean support group. I want to have the skit about the guy who's way too excited about this Idol show.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, all these reviews look great. Like, I'm excited. The Idol? Oh my god.
I'll be there. Opening night.
I'm there,
Opening
bro.
night. He's like, I tried to be there. I can, but they threw me out. But I'll be there.
Dude, this show, I will say I'm very excited to just know, because there's so much mystique about this whole thing that I'm excited to at least know, like, all right, what does this show look like? Like right now, like I'm under the impression this show is gonna be a glamorous, like, turd. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. But that will have redeeming qualities. But see how it goes. But yeah, man, like, what is and you mentioned something about the universe. This, and I think you mentioned this before. It will take place in the same universe as Euphoria.
Yeah.
In fact, Maddie from Euphoria, if you guys watch the show, is gonna come in like fucking Captain America at the post-credit scene and go, "Bitch, you better be joking," and then cut to black.
Boom. Maddie will return. Like,
Yo,
Cassie will return.
The fucking reaction videos are gonna be hilarious.
It's gonna. Have you seen those edits where it's like they edit over like the crowd reaction to like Endgame or something over like another movie scene? Like, I don't know when when Gru, picks up the minion, everyone's like, oh, you know, like the crowd goes crazy. Oh my god, you know, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Someone editing that fucking the weekend. I don't know. Or sorry, my bad. Tedros.
Tedros.
Asphyxiating.
That's
someone
also
with a
crazy.
silk.
Tedros.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Yeah, can we hold on? Someone in the chat said it. There's no way that this Van Weekend little crossover between him and the daddy of this podcast with Tedros Khaled.
Oh, true.
Too fucking good.
Right.
You couldn't have written that, bro. You
Right.
couldn't have written that.
Nah,
That's amazing.
He's basically the DJ Khaled of the show, you know, like he's just like the guy who kind of has game but doesn't. He's like kind of exotic but isn't really. Says his own name twice, you know.
So what you're telling me is this is low key like what DJ. This is the DJ Khaled show. Like we just They're not, you know. It's like one of those things. It's like the people in the show do not necessarily their names were changed. Their aliases were changed in order to protect them.
Yeah.
This is actually a DJ Khaled show. The Idol. Okay.
Yo.
I'm very.
And
Okay.
he wants the Weeknd to play himself. Like it makes sense, you know. It makes sense. If he could have gotten Drake, to play Tedros, he would have.
I'm sure he would have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aiden. Yeah, man. So there you go. That's what the House of Gucci sex scene was like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, to what end is this whole Sam Levinson universe thing? Like, because they just announced like, oh, okay, like these two shows will cross over, or not cross over, but like they have similar. They can.
I guess they
together.
technically are crossing over. Yeah.
Yeah, true. Are they doing exactly what we said they would do? Where I remember I brought up like, hey, Sam Levinson, just make adult films, and then you said you brought up the Boogie Nights thing, or where it's like, yeah, that's literally what they do is create a universe of porn adult films. This is happening, y'all. Like we're speaking into existence.
It's basically happening.
Crazy.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
We're
Eric.
gonna be there.
We will be there. Eric says, "I wonder if someone just Chesko's actually there for the asphyxiation scene." Eric says, "I wonder if someone just knows it's a show starring The Weeknd and doesn't know anything else, and it's like really an innocent person, and they watch this, like, what the fuck are they gonna think?" Yeah.
That's another good skit. Yeah.
Yeah. Like The Weeknd went from like reposting little kids dressing up as him for Halloween to like, you know,
I'm fucking in this TV show.
Yeah, like just
I'm choking this woman out.
Like, what are those parents
On
gonna
the show.
like? Oh my god! Like my kid, he's 9 years old. He loves The Weeknd. Like a new show. Let's all watch it. Like as a family, you know. We had a great time at the concert, and then first 2 hours, nipples every 20 minutes. Like it's gonna be a scarring experience.
And then on the other end of that, you have my dad, who I've said many times on this podcast. He's now a Weeknd recently converted XO, very hardcore. He wakes up to clean the house to Dawn FM and like the Weeknd After Hours Till Dawn live stadium tour thing. He's interested in the show, and he's asking me like, "Hey, so I hear the Weeknd's got an HBO Max show or a Max show, which we'll get into in a second." And I'm like, "Yeah, Dad, maybe don't
skip this one.
Don't check this out. Yeah, you can." You're good. Like, you just keep it to the music. Like, you don't have to worry about this.
Yeah.
I'll fill you in if it's good, but I don't need you to know that I'm watching this and we're both.
His innocence will be stripped from him.
Yeah. So I'm just not ready to know that my dad is also watching this. But you know, I am very curious how this show is gonna go.
We'll see. We will be there. We're thinking about doing a live reaction stream of the first pilot episode. Probably on playback, not on here. But even on playback, I still feel like we're risking it. The first playback stream we did, one of the like people behind like the admins or something showed up to say hi, and I feel like if he pops in at any point and sees what we're doing, he's gonna be like, you know what, y'all, let me take that little creator tag away from you for this time being, because this is not what this platform is for.
You motherfuckers just use this to watch porn on my
Yeah.
platform. Like, who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah, he's like, I thought y'all were just watching
Uh,
Bruno Mars music videos. What is going on here? Like,
I know.
but no,
That's so funny.
we will get our live reactions of the first episode, and I mean, I guess we're just gonna watch it because we wanted to kind of do like a recap or like our thoughts, kind of live stream after each episode,
Yeah.
which I'm sure will also be like, it's like one of those Sunday night things. So we'll be live tweeting and all that, and maybe we'll hop into Spaces or something, just to be like, yo, like what the fuck, if something crazy happens. But no, we'll be
Yeah.
following the show. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, our thoughts _pod, if you guys want to hear us just scream at the top of our lungs when Abel's or Tedros's like rat tail whips the camera POV first person or something crazy. I don't know.
Do you think when they're doing the deed, do you think he goes like, say my name, and she goes Tedros, and he goes, no, say my full name. Tedros. That's just the worst thing ever. I hate every.
Just playing everyone.
I know. I heard DJ Khaled thrown in there, and I'm like, hey,
They didn't believe in
They
us.
didn't believe in us.
Yeah.
God did.
Tedros
did.
Tedros did.
They didn't believe in us.
Tedros.
God did.
Hey, either win or watch us win. You decide. You have the choice. Tell him bring the whole Tedros in. No, we're not going on kick. Anything that Aiden Ross is in, I try to avoid. So let's shut that down real quick.
Shut that down
Nowhere near
right
Aiden
now.
Ross.
Thank you, Kitchen Boy, for the plug.
Yes.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
the random plug, but hey, thank you.
In Tedros we trust.
Yeah. Good. So
Real quick,
anyways,
speaking of HBO, and Max and whatever, real quick,
Yeah.
it is official.
Let's talk
Yes,
about it.
yesterday or 2 days ago, I think HBO is officially Max. You had to re-download a new app if you were gonna watch on your phone, which a lot of people do. So it is a brand new app. My favorite part is if you go in the Apple App Store, and you look up HBO Max and Max, they're right under each other, and HBO Max says HBO Max : streaming TV movies, and then right under that it says Max : HBO streaming, and I'm like, what? Y'all just flip the name, like, okay. Also, some other things they got rid of. You can't upload your own profile pictures anymore, which sucks. That was like the coolest part. Also, they fucked up the categorizing on HBO. They kind of ignore if the title has the word "the" in it. So, The Idol, for instance, would actually be listed under the I category of all the shows that start with I. In Max, they don't do that. So now there's like a billion shows under the T category because they all start with the word "the." So it's just like little stupid things that make no sense. Also along the same lines here, Netflix just stopped the password sharing, so I haven't been able to have access to Netflix since yesterday, because I have to pay $7.99 now just to have the password shared for my parents, which is wild to me because I'm like, you're gonna make me pay $7.99, yet you won't pay your writers. What's going on here? So streaming, I hope streaming dies one day.
it's nasty work going on right now, man. And in case you guys don't know, they're doing this whole Max rebrand because I guess they don't want to be associated with the brand of HBO. You know, they don't want to be associated with premier television like Sopranos and The Wire and Succession. Yeah. They don't want to be associated with that. They want to show people that they go beyond that, beyond like the greatness of all the brands they have.
Yes. The CEO of Discovery, who bought HBO, and these were his words, and why they're dropping the HBO in HBO Max. He said, because when you come to Max, when you come to HBO, you think premium, high quality TV. That's what it's been for the past 2 decades, HBO. But at Max, we do more than just that. Than premium, like we're more than just premium high quality TV. We also got a bunch of bullshit on there. We got a bunch of trashy TV. Like that's basically what they're trying to say is like we're like it's not just the best of the best. It's also the worst of the worst. So
That's funny.
you can get everything you want on Max.
Here's the thing about news. It's new.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Wow. So in case, and also like I believe a lot of this was spurred because they recently got acquired by, or they recently acquired Discovery, which is its own thing. I guess it.
Well,
more
Discovery
obviously, like, real life.
recently acquired HBO. That's the
Oh,
thing.
other way around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
That's the CEO who came in and just the guy who runs Discovery, which nobody watches Discovery, you know? So I don't know how they got that money. But yeah.
Bro, everything associated with Warner Brothers is in like a complete
Yeah.
shit show right now. Like
Yeah.
there's this whole ordeal. There's the DC stuff where like you just see like they're literally restarting a whole like phase of movies because they decided like James Gunn said like yeah before I came on as like the creative head they were just handing out IPs left and right and just
Right.
saying like yo
Do whatever.
just make it somewhat tie in but just do whatever and it's like now they have to restart the whole thing, spend a lot of money recouping and retooling shit. Like they have a
Right.
movie coming out very soon, The Flash, that won't even matter in their next like going forward
Yeah.
because you know they're restarting the cinematic universe.
Crazy.
So it's this
Well-
is a very interesting time to be associated with Warner Brothers, HBO. Max.
I will say though, there is one IP associated with Warner Brothers that is not an L, that is not receiving flag. In fact, will be guaranteed. You heard it here first, folks. The album of the year, the movie of the year, the cultural moment of the biggest cultural moment of the past decade.
Barbie did.
Barbie
Who
did.
did?
Who did?
Ah.
Barbie did. Greta Gerwig. Greta Gerwig did. Yo. The Barbie movie. The Barbie soundtrack. We have Ava Max, Charlie XCX, Dominic Fike, Dua Lipa. We got the Haim sisters. We got Ice Spice. We got Khalid. We got Lizzo, Nicki Minaj, Pink Panthers, Ryan Gosling, Tame Impala, just to name a few. Bro. This is my album of the year. Like Pink Panthers and Ice Spice on the soundtrack. And Nicki Minaj, the queen of the Barbs. Like, yo, it does not get better than this,
Tame
bro.
Impala.
Tame Impala.
Okay, it's just crazy, bro.
They didn't believe in us. God
Barbie
did.
did. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Banger.
And also, yeah, bro, Ryan Gosling is gonna have his own song. I'm Just Ken. And if you guys
So
have
good.
watched La La Land, you know that brother's gonna kill it. Like that, I'm claiming that song. That one is mine. I'm Just Ken. Bro, like I'm very excited for Barbie. I think we were just talking right before we got literally like as we were getting on air, like we're gonna be able to experience this Boppenheimer. And that's
Yeah.
another thing that came out, the soundtrack for Boppenheimer. We're gonna be able to experience that shit together, man.
The
Like,
same day.
And I love I don't know if you have like the poster, the announcement poster for like the track list.
for
available.
Boppenheimer.
Or-
For Boppenheimer.
Hey,
Also,
that's what they should call the soundtrack.
It also
Boppenheimer.
says, I don't know if you can read, more Barbies and Kens to be announced. So this might not be the whole.
Oh.
This might not be the whole thing, bro. There could be some
Or you know
some
what?
secret
It could-
features on there.
It could be just like the Barbies and Kens, meaning like the stars of the movie, maybe. Like maybe they'll have like voice parts of the soundtrack. And also executive produced by Mark Ronson, producer of Uptown
Okay.
Funk,
Okay, I
Amy
like it.
Winehouse Rehab, like some fire stuff. So
All right, here.
You know?
Where's the Oppenheimer soundtrack? You see, everybody. I don't have a nice graphic for it. Everybody's waiting for the. There is a graphic for it, right? Though. Oh, here.
yeah, it's like the one
Oppenheimer.
with him just like the silhouette with the Metro Boomin style like explosion in the backlit.
Where is it? I know Travis Scott
Aiden.
is on there.
Yeah.
Speaking of Travis Scott, Utopia.
Oh, we didn't get a
Utopia
chance
coming
to-
soon. Oh, here we go.
Oh man,
Here we go. I got it.
yeah.
We have The Cure. The.
The wait, hold on.
Is this real?
The intern have like some fucking have a stroke?
Can't wait for
King of
the
Stroke.
new The album.
Yeah. So the Strokes.
Yeah,
Is
the
that real?
Strokes, Joy Division, The Smiths. We got Beach House, Soccer Mommy, My Bloody Valentine, and Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. This is like the exact opposite of the Barbie track list. You know.
Complete. Yeah. You know what? I think you and I were just talking about this. It's so funny. Like this is the funniest thing ever that they're really owning it. Like they announced the soundtrack at the same time, two different vibes. They're premiering
different
at the same
vibes.
time. Like this is gonna be a cinematic, like masterpiece, a cinematic moment to remember, y'all. This Oppenheimer thing,
Yo.
I can't emphasize this enough. Like this shit is gonna be incredible.
I'm so excited, bro. The double feature is going crazy. Like we're 6+ hours in the theater, just going from one universe to the other. I am a little skeptical of this track list though, just because of the typo.
Yeah.
And like the fact that it came from Les Cinephiles. Like, who is this?
Okay. Yeah. No.
You
That's
know,
not...
like it's not even on the Oppenheimer like official. Like who
Okay,
is
this
what
might
what
be-
yeah, like what is the like come on y'all.
We might be getting sacked here. We might be getting
Yeah.
sacked. Yeah, no, who's gonna be and Spider-Verse 2 is also getting soundtrack. Metro Boomin.
Of course,
That's gonna
Metro
be cool.
Boomin. Dude, great year,
Yeah.
bro. It's gonna be a great year for movies and soundtracks. Man. But yeah, also Travis Scott. The rollout is happening. I saw Jose updated his profile picture to the Travis Scott alphabet thing.
Hmm.
Let me look up.
Oh, I
the-
see.
Let me did he do what was the Utopia what was the article he did? I want to say alphabet. Is it Fader? Oh, Pinup.
Hand up.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So, yo man, Travis Scott finally coming out from the woodwork, talk about Utopia, which is crazy. Everybody's seen the briefcase stuff. What is this?
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N P Q R S T U V W X Y motherfucker.
Okay, they had a Weekend song playing in the background.
Really? Which one? I can't hear.
I'll go back.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N
And if I owed it,
P Q R S T U V W X Y.
Oh, really? Okay. Wake up.
Wake Up.
That one's a banger.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that song.
Interesting. So we have. Okay, so, this is such an interesting concept.
That's
So they
hard, actually. That's really
yeah.
cool. I
So
like
they
it.
have architecture. Architecture is my true passion. Okay, like, okay. I plan to
Yeah.
apply to the architecture program at Harvard when I'm done with music, which won't be for a while. It
Wow.
would be dope to do both at the same time. Okay. Hella studious Travis Scott. Okay, I see you.
W.
B for
Lavish
brutalism. Brutalism is spare. That's how I treat music. I like to take it all in and throw it down. In brutalist architecture, I find comfort in raw materials that serve a purpose. Okay, bro has like a passion for it. I see it. C for cars, talking about his cars. D for drawing and visual art in general. One of my main inspirations, especially when I write music. D for dick riding. E for engineering. Okay, he wants to go to engineering school. I didn't go to engineering school, but I'm making music on the computer. I'm a master engineer. Yeah, that's true.
Hey.
People need to see that Utopia is real. All right, y'all. The rollout is coming, man.
I love it, man. I just remember all the sick kind of little taglines and phrases for Astroworld, like the sights are vivid, you know.
Right,
like
right.
You know,
I went to
like,
Astroworld
strap
and
in.
yeah, all I got,
All I got was this shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or Wish You Were Here, something like that. Yeah, yes. I fuck with the profile picture, Jose. I don't know how you made that, but it goes hard.
Yeah. Hey man, bro, do you? This is taking me back, man. Talking about like new Travis Scott album, Utopia rollout is coming. It just brings me back. It just gives me a good old giddy. It
Yeah,
brings me back to like when we first started this podcast, and you know it was Travis Scott Astroworld rollout, and that was like the main
dude, I
big
know.
thing, you know. And we were talking about the Nicki Minaj stuff and and the whole like just Astroworld moment. Like it was really a moment in hip hop. Like we and to know that Travis Scott is, you know, has taken the time he needs to like create something really, really, you know, hopefully incredible. And then the rollout starting, bro. Like, how are you feeling about this whole thing? And like knowing like the new Travis Scott album is
I'm
loading.
Dude, I'm actually super excited for it. It's crazy that you know, we're here, especially after the whole Astroworld incident. I really thought, I was like, damn, bro, that's the end. You know, like nobody's gonna want to hear music from him. But that was a couple years ago, which is wild, like how something so tragic and then all of a sudden we don't talk about it ever again. But you know, I'm excited for it. I think I've been going back to Astroworld actually lately and just being like, damn, this is such a timeless record. Like it still hits, you know. And Utopia, I feel like I really am interested in what his sound is gonna be like. I hope he's matured a little bit, you know, his songwriting and his song making ability. Obviously Mike Dean's gonna go crazy on that shit. He actually tweeted about it yesterday. He was like, he's like, the album will come. Like, let us cook. You know, we're in the studio. Let us do our thing. So I'm like, okay, like, it's confirmed that it's coming soon. The rollout, the briefcase, new Travis Scott could be on the way. Which is fucking crazy, man. That's like, bro, I don't know when. Maybe later this year, hopefully. I don't know if it's this summer, but I'm thinking this is more of like a fall type of record. But you never know. I mean, Astroworld came out in August, so we could be lucky.
Yeah, I think we get a summer single, and that's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
okay. Oh shit! Like we're like we can't go anywhere without hearing this record. You know, I don't know if it's gonna be like a sicko mode type thing or if it's gonna be like his experimental record. That could be interesting if he opens the not Astroworld, Utopia rollout with like, oh, here's some crazy shit I've been working on.
Right.
So maybe
Just something
you know,
super wild.
we've talked about maybe like indie alternative in that rock bag, like in more in that rock bag. That could be really interesting. Just curious because you've been going back to Astroworld. Which record or records have kind of aged gracefully for you, or like that you found and you're like, oh, this is a gem that you know I didn't really appreciate before.
Yeah. Probably like what is it? The DJ Screw one. That one's a banger. Stop Trying to Be God, of course. Stargazing, of course, bro. That song is crazy. Sicko Mode
I'm right behind you.
yeah. Yosemite is great. Wake Up, like, dude, all of them, man. Like, they've all.
We're just listening to the whole album.
Yeah.
MC17, 5% Tint, that beat, the doom.
The Goody Mob sample, like, super well produced. And I'm excited to see him just kind of go, just strip back, like you said, brutalist production. I think that's what he does best. Always with the drums. So I know Mike Dean, you know, and Travis are cooking something. I'm excited.
Yeah. And it's really cool because I think Asteroid was such a perfect. It's like Damn in that way, where it's just like so perfectly, meticulously built and constructed. Every single piece works. I wonder if he's gonna break that all down and just give us something super raw. You know, he said brutal is a good word. So yeah, it's gonna be very exciting stuff. And yeah, Jose. Yeah, wait, the new PFP. What does it say? Oh,
What does it say now? What the? What? That goes crazy. Yo, you gotta send me that.
How did you?
How did you do that
just
so
do
quick?
that? Like, what?
Oh my god. That's wild. Post that on Instagram or Twitter, and I'll retweet it. That goes wild. Yeah, man. But hey, Travis Scott, I'm excited.
Hey,
Okay.
let's get into a little vinyl show and tell, man.
Yes, we'll close out.
Hey.
I definitely have a nice little
How we
stack going
changed his
right here.
profile 3 times in the span of 5 minutes. Yeah.
you're
Also,
crazy.
hey, now is a good time for that Jose Chip fan fight.
Let's
This is a good
break it
time
down.
while we're doing our show and tell.
yeah.
Let's do it. How do y'all want to do it?
Go at each other right now. Ding
Are
ding.
y'all just
Round start.
spitting bars at each other?
Spit bars.
Like-
Roast each other. I mean, I'm only seeing Jose on this right now. So right now, Chip fan's not even in the fight. But
Oh, poll.
poll.
I
Okay,
think
we'll do a
good
poll. We'll do a
idea.
poll. Well, first,
Chip fan or
actually,
Jose?
y'all duke it out first, and then after we're like, okay, that's the first round. We'll put a poll up, and then we'll see who we'll let the people decide.
Yeah. We'll go. My guy, Chip fan first. Say what you got to say, and then Jose will rebut.
Okay.
Let's do that. I have no idea what's gonna happen here. We just said they're gonna fight, but we're gonna see what happens. I'm kind of worried about what is about to ensue. If he's about to either him and just story of Adidon Jose real quick, like.
Like
But we'll see
hiding
what
your
goes on.
son from the world.
Yeah. Here I can go first, just so we can take care of all the weekend business.
All right.
Because I, in fact, got a new weekend vinyl. I talked about this a little bit last week, but we'll flex it again. Mighty Melancholy.
Damn.
Ooh.
Finally.
Bada bing. Oh, it's so sad. So good, man. This album, I've been listening to it. I told Matt this.
Oh, that looks
I've
sick.
been listening to it ever since I got it. Yeah, Little Set of Eyes. You got the track list here, and what's really cool is that, and here's the back. The track list, like just. Yeah, there you go. Just
Yeah.
a flawless track list. Six records.
Oh my god. We need to play that, bro.
In, out. Yes, we absolutely are, because it's incredible. And also, what's really cool is that just because it is so short, so concise, so short and sweet, it is a very you don't necessarily need both sides of the vinyl to be pressed. So what he did was
Oh.
so there's the label right there. You got records, bangers.
Okay.
And on the other side, here, let's see. I can never get the right side of this right. Okay.
What? Oh, it's his face?
Yeah.
That's
the cover of the album.
crazy. That's why it took like so long, probably.
Maybe, yeah.
to
So
etch
it's
that
really
in.
cool. Yeah, man, really cool concept. Like
That's awesome.
kind of a useful, way to maximize even though you're not using both vinyls or both sides. Like pretty cool. And yeah, man. What is your favorite record off Mighty Melancholy?
Wasted Times was like my number one song for a year.
Yeah.
Try Me. Call My Dude, I mean they're all good. Like I need to hear that on my setup for sure. That's gonna go crazy. That
Oh my
packaging
God.
is
I'm
so
telling you,
fire.
Yeah, and I don't know if I mentioned this already, but apparently, obviously, for the past 5 years, this was pretty tough to find on vinyl. I
Yeah.
think like you could only really find it like resale, all that stuff. But this went live for like 15, 20 minutes, I guess. And I just so happened to be on that 15, 20-minute
Damn.
thing, and I can see why. This shit is very high quality, very nice. Weekend always comes through with the packaging. And yeah, dude, I was never there. Just on my little setup was beautiful. Like that
Yeah.
breakdown, the lyrics,
Oh, bro.
all that stuff, that
It's gonna
intro,
go
obviously,
crazy.
but yeah, it might shake shit up in your neighborhood, for sure. So yeah, really cool vinyl. Very happy. I got so I recently, my sister got a vinyl player, but she had no records, and I don't think I have it right now. No, it's in her room, but I got her Ariana Grande Positions, that album on vinyl. She's a big Ari stan,
For sure.
and she was ecstatic about it.
Nice.
Maybe I can go grab that in a bit, but yeah, man, From what I can tell, you've got yourself a nice little vinyl haul recently.
Yes,
Nice little vinyl
a little stack.
pop.
Um,
What you got? What you got for us?
All right. So far, Chip Fan is roasting right now.
Oh my god.
Jose says, I want to quote the story of Adidon, but Chip Fan ain't a deadbeat dad. Okay. Chip Fan says, your mom doesn't even care about you. My profile pic represents me holding your decapitated head. Damn, Chip Fan's going in.
Woo.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Let me
Leave no
start
stone
off.
unturned.
Okay, I'll start off with the first, or like the one that I first got. We have a little Bob Marley action going on.
Hey, classic.
Legend. This is the best of Bob Marley. Just an absolute vibe. I mean, y'all know we got Is This Love? No Woman, No Cry. Buffalo Soldier. Jammin'. I Shot the Sheriff. Man, it goes just a perfect summer record. Like once it starts really getting hot, like I'm definitely spinning this. Like it just little cocktail in my hand. Little fish taco. It's perfect. So that's Bob Marley.
Great.
Shout out to Jax for giving that to me. Up next, the one after that, I got an absolute fucking grail. The Internet, Ego Death by The Internet.
Yes.
Incredible record. Sounds amazing. Like actually is so buttery on my speakers. It's not a trifold, just the sleeve, but it's awesome. One of my favorite R&B records of all time. One of my favorite records of all time. I feel like they're it's so ahead of their time. This came out in 2015, and it still holds up incredibly well. If y'all don't know, Sid is a member of Odd Future. This is actually Steve Lacy right here, and a couple other band members. But yeah, amazing record. Moving on, we have some originals, some original pressings.
Hey.
The Isley Brothers, Go For Your Guns by the Isley Brothers, originally pressed in 1977. This is the original pressing too. I bought it from some guy at a flea market, and it smells old. Paper looks worn. This is from 1977. Holds up incredibly well, and sounds amazing. Also from the same guy. There's a funny story with this one. Earth, Wind, and Fire, which is absolutely fire. The best of. I wish they had maybe like an actual record or like a full regular album. But hey, the best of is the best. We have Reasons. That's September. That's the Way of the World. Get You Into My Life. One side sounds really good. The other side was very heavily damaged, like really fucked up, and it was so bad that when I played it, it actually destroyed my needle, and I needed to buy a new one. So I had to replace the needle on my record player because of this record. So, which sucks because that side has all the best songs. Like it has September, Reasons, all of that. But I feel like this is also an original pressing from 1978, I think. My theory is that this album was used for DJing, and that side with all the best songs was just like worn to shit.
Fucked up.
Yeah. So, but nah, I can still play the first side. Just do not play the second side. And lastly, just came in this week, we have The GOAT, The Repress, Malibu by Anderson .Paak. Goes incredibly hard.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. This one sounds insanely good. Got Hearts Don't Stand a Chance. We got Come Down, Silicon Valley. Every song on here is an absolute banger. And I'm really glad I have this because I don't have any solo Anderson .Paak albums, and this one is really fucking good. But yeah, that's my little haul. Definitely got some records that we got to spin when you're here We got a lot of catching up to do.
And we got a lot of time to do it, my brother. And also, it was just really funny. You know, you told that story about the Earth, Wind, and Fire record.
Yeah.
That happened literally like right as I walked in. And
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, hey man, yeah, like, long time no see. Yeah, I'm here for the weekend, and we were talking, and we were grabbing some nice dinner, and then all of a sudden we're just like, yeah, no, that shit's messed up. And then next thing you know, it's like, all right, the record player is out of commission, like, and that
Yeah.
that ended up becoming a nice little foreboding tone setter for the rest of the night. Yeah. So just to bring it right back, one last vinyl haul, as I mentioned before, Positions.
Oh,
Ariana Grande.
nice.
A lot of hits, off the table featuring the patron saint of the podcast, but also Nasty, 3435, and it has a really cool. I was really, oh my god, she loved this. I was surprised how much she really loved having this vinyl.
Oh, that's a nice color.
They call it the Coca-Cola bottle plastic
Ah,
thingy. Yeah.
that's like
So,
coral
pretty cool.
green. That's sick.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's got a nice little poster, as most things do.
Nice.
So, she's heading off to college, and she said that, she's very much like a vintage girl, and she wants to
Okay.
get into vinyl. Like, yo, I got you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and then she was really, so she's going off to college. She's going out of the house for the first time in forever. So she's kind of like, gotta give her something to remember home by. No, like it's just real good times here. It was real good vinyl times here
Yes.
at OTP. So,
All right.
yeah, let's
Update.
check in with this
Yeah.
fan Jose.
All right.
Clash
There's
here.
some crazy things being said right now. Okay.
Here, I'll read my boy Chip Fan since
Okay.
he's on my squad, and then
Alright, I'll be-
or no, I'm on his team.
Yeah.
So Chip Fan says, I gotta scroll all the way to the top. Okay. Chip Fan says, okay, besides nobody like you trolling, your mom doesn't even care about you. My
Damn.
PFP represents me holding your decapitated head. By the way, Jessica, your sister's a Giga Queen. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Also, nobody even wants you, Jose.
Oh.
Matt only likes you because you pay his rent.
Come
Come
on, Jose.
Okay, Chip Fan. Matt was roasting you at the OTP Awards, by the way. Oh my God. You also live in Walmart and go into the girls' changing room. Curry got more money than you.
Yo.
And yeah. So, okay, and that's where we kind of leave off.
Bruh,
So yeah.
Okay, Jose.
To which Jose responds
says,
with,
Jose says, I'm playing GTA right now.
just chilling.
He's chilling. He's not even worried. He said Walmart, Barnes and Nobles. Oh, never mind. We're talking about vinyl. He says, Chip Fan, your old profile picture is from this show my little cousin watches, and I looked up the age rating, and it was TVY7, bitch. I barely said anything. I ain't worried about no one. Chip Fan says, so? So
I'm just saying, man. Hey, Jose, if you want to win this one, you're gonna have to say a couple more things.
all right,
So,
all right.
but are we good to start the poll? Are we
Let's
starting
put the
now?
poll up, y'all. This is your chance.
All right.
We're saying it right now. I'm giving you 1 minute. This is your closing statements. Okay, these are your closing statements. In
This is it.
last roast, polls going up, and then it's up to the people. I'm giving
Up
you
to
that
the
moment
people.
right now. While you do that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start a poll. Oh, we can do Q&A now. Okay, that's cool.
What does the Q&A thing look like? Is it just like,
Maybe they can
place to
submit
ask
questions. Yeah.
hmm?
Closing statements.
Interesting. Closing.
I'm gonna wait for y'all
Yeah,
to
man.
send those in.
Oh,
Oh,
my man,
Jose.
my man.
Jose don't need to say
Ooh,
anything.
Strong closer.
He's just like, yo,
Strong closer.
let me drop this 199. By the way, you look like Wario, Jose. All right.
Also, it wasn't 199, like 199, just to be clear.
$1.99.
It was a nice little $1.99, which is great. Appreciate you, but just it wasn't
Can't-
that crazy of a flex.
Well, yeah. I mean,
appreciate
if you
though.
dropped, you know, $200, you know, that would have sealed the deal.
yeah. If you dropped your whole bank account. Yeah, I think you know what? I think that's time. I think
Thank you, Jose.
so Jose drops in a nice little super chat, 199. Appreciate you.
Drops
Twitch
the mic.
Chip fan responds. By the way, you look like Wario.
All right,
Drops
all
the
right, all
mic.
right.
Q&A where? Well,
There it is, y'all.
there's a poll.
Go vote. Who won? Is it money? Is it the $1.99 or is it the Wario comment? Who wins?
Ooh. Okay, but anyways, while we do that,
Close out.
I wonder can we put a Q&A while the poll is going on, or will it? Do you think it'll end it? I'm just curious what that feature will look like. Q&A?
Hey, appreciate that. Jose.
Okay, no, it doesn't start. It doesn't end the thing. So I don't know. There's a Q&A thing if you guys want to do that. I don't know. Anyways, hey man, that's my new transition for everything. Hey man,
Hey, man.
what has been in your rotation?
Okay, let's see. All right, all right. Oh, there is a Q&A. Oh, that's interesting.
And do not ask me if I like the way you flick your tongue or not, because I will respond with
Poll's
a prompt
going.
no.
Poll's going. In my rotation, for me, okay, I got some stuff. That Kendrick and Beyonce song for sure. The
Ooh.
America Has a Problem remix. Album Forward by Jordan Ward. Goes crazy. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've heard of that, but looks like that. Really interesting record. Some great features on there. Production is really interesting. Absolute banger. Obviously, the Art Thoughts Summer playlist. Everybody go add that. I've been listening to the Random Access Memories 10th anniversary edition by Daft Punk. Listening to Talking Book by Stevie Wonder. Absolute banger. I think I want that on vinyl. Obviously, Kate Termine. And lastly, today, I was listening to Boy Genius, which I've never heard before. They're playing at the concert that I'm going to on a different day. But I'm like, okay, who's Boy Genius? And I didn't know it was like Phoebe Bridgers and 3 other dudes, and they all like created a band called Boy Genius, and it's pretty fire, man. It's like definitely some indie white people music, but I can get down with that sometimes. It's like be in your feels, but
I love it.
yeah.
I love it. For sure. I'm going to check that out. As for me, hold on real quick before I get into what's in your rotation. I think it's time to close out the poll here. And without further ado,
Congrats.
Fan, my boy. Hey, we did that. Proud of you.
Yeah,
You really
yeah.
I think you put your best foot forward. I think you ethered him. I think.
All right.
I think you killed it. All due respect to Jose, but Chip Fan came in here, knew what he wanted to do, took it one step at a time, one message at a time, one chat at a time.
Hey, you know
And
what?
then, you know.
Hey, me and Jose, we know who the real ones are. All right, we cooling over here. So
Yeah, and it's Chip Fan and me. So appreciate you, Chip Fan.
Yeah, but I mean, is he really a fan of
what's-
you? Like, who has their name as their profile picture right now?
All
right.
Hey, this
I'm gonna
energy
leave it
would have
there.
been real nice when that energy would have been real nice when the battle was going on, but
I was letting
Here we
I was
are.
just sitting back
We've
letting
already-
Jose just
Really-
take it over,
looking like the Lakers right now. Oh, we could have won if we weren't hurt. Oh, we could have won.
We both like the
We couldn't have
Warriors.
gotten
I don't
swept.
know why.
No. I'm saying the Lakers versus Nuggets. Like that shit was. Oh my god, bro. I got another.
Oh, that
I got
made me
another
happy.
2-hour rant for you.
Yeah.
By the way, real quick, because last week I gave like my PowerPoint lecture on like everything wrong with the Warriors.
Yeah. Okay.
And obviously you were there. We were together when the Warriors
When they lost.
the Warriors lost to the Lakers. How would you describe my reaction to the dynasty falling apart, like in real time? Like, how would you describe?
Um, it was rough, man. I mean, we were surrounded by Lakers fans, so we were all dying to get out of that bar. We're like, yo, run this check. Like they were playing We Are the Champion. It was as if they won the finals. Like it was too much. So yeah, we got home and then I honestly I just remember we were just ranting for like hours about it. You called your brother. Your Dom was like, "Yep, not surprised." So
Yeah,
it was a
not
rough
surprised at all. Yeah.
night.
Yeah, and then I remember we took a walk around the neighborhood, and it was just really just me like getting some shit off my chest.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it was a fun night, a fun moments and a not so fun night. Um, yeah, no, really fun night. So yeah, sorry. What's in my rotation? Jose, get out of here, Mr. No Riz. Okay, I didn't know this thing was still going. Okay, Cage Tremine, as we mentioned before. I'm gonna try to find, I'm gonna give that album chances. I'm gonna give that
Yeah.
album chances for sure. Really enjoyed this Q album, Soul Present
Oh
or Soul
yeah.
Present.
I've listened to that too.
Oh, yeah, man. How I describe it is, it's like if Donald Glover made, what did I say? If because he sounds like Donald Glover. It's like if you had Donald Glover's voice, Anderson .Paak's cocaine, and Phil Collins' drum kit. Like it's so
Yeah.
groovy, trippy, takes
Very
you on
80s.
a lot of
Yeah.
very 80s, very and also but also timeless. There's like 80s influence, but you can see the movie that this would play in, not cinematic, but just you can picture being the soundtrack to your summer, which is why it's already in the Our Thoughts Summer Volume
Yes,
2
absolutely.
playlist a couple times over. Ooh, really nice little deep cut for you guys, Marvin Gaye. Here, My Dear. I was doing some research for a video that we're putting out soon, and Here, My Dear is an album that flopped originally. But it's a really good album, man. It's about his divorce from his first wife, and it's a very sad album. And as you guys know, like I'm listening to My Dear Melancholy, I'm in that mood already. So I'm like,
Okay,
okay,
okay.
this works. Really great album, and lyrics are great, melodies are great. It's a very much, the music reflects what it is. It's a very stripped back, intimate album, but also it's a little funkier than I think you would expect from, say, an album about a divorce. So would definitely recommend it, Marvin Gaye. Something a little different compared to, just like what's going on, which is a fantastic album. Fantastic album. Another one. Oh, you put me onto this one.
Okay.
Denzel Curry, live at Electric Lady.
Oh
Cool.
yeah. Yeah.
You get performances of Walkin', Our Thoughts Award nominated, I think. The album was nominated? Troubles, but also he gives a damn good cover of Didn't You Know by Erykah Badu.
For sure.
Yeah, honestly, and he mentioned that his next album will be an R&B album, so that was kind of a nice little tease for what that might sound like, and I really am looking forward to Denzel Curry. He has graduated to a point where I'm not just looking to him
Yeah.
as just like as a, I don't know, like I'm just interested in whatever it is he's doing, whether it's
Right.
merch, whether it's just like his tweets now, whether it's
Yeah.
an R&B
he's
album.
him right
So
now.
he's him. He's
He's
got
him
my
right now.
attention.
Yes.
Yeah.
Him Zell Curry. Yes.
Himzel Curry. And is there another album? You know what? One album I will check out that I haven't really gotten around to. I'm gonna check out that new Louis Capaldi album. Really enjoy his music. He's in that he's filling the void that Sam Smith used to do, where it's just like that white boy sadness.
Okay.
It's a different type of sadness. Really enjoy Forget Me. So I'll check out what this Broken by Desire to be Heavenly Sent. So I'm fucking with that album title.
Okay.
See
for
what that
sure.
means. I'll check that out. But yeah, man.
All right.
It's been another edition.
Well, wait.
TP Live.
Before we close out,
Oh.
real quick, we got like a couple Q&A questions. Let's run through them, like
Oh, for sure.
hot, like
For sure. I didn't think
hot
we'd actually
seat.
get some.
No, yeah,
to be honest.
we actually do. I'm gonna run through them. We're gonna give like 1-2 sentence answers, and then we'll close out. All right. First off, Kitchen Boy asks, "Do you like the way I flick my tongue or nah?" Answer: No. Curry,
No.
Heat choking 3-1 lead?
No.
No.
They're doing
I don't
it.
think so.
They're getting it.
I'm for the Heat right now.
Yeah.
Chip fan says, "Do you even care about Jose?" Of course, I care about Jose. What
No.
question is that?
Nah, I
Alright.
love Jose. I love Jose. Love Jose.
Pranav says, "Is there any way the idol's reputation can be resurrected? Like if they cut the nudes and all? I'm sure it has a good story. Was it the best decision to take Jenny in the show? We will see. Again, stay tuned for our first reaction of the pilot."
My answer, no. There's no way it's gonna be resurrected because
There's no
it
way
is what it is.
Yeah.
It's gonna be there's gonna be a lot of nudity, a lot of sex, and it seems like that's what a lot of people are gonna be focused on. So, yeah. Unfortunately, it's gonna be a tough sell.
The
from this point
nips
on.
the nips are staying in. Curry asks, "Best vinyl, worst vinyl that you own?"
I don't know if I have I do have a worst vinyl. It's this Christmas jukebox thing that I thought it was like a best of hits, like Christmas hits.
Yeah.
It turns out it's just like a music box, like the instrumental of like something that you like wind up,
Oh.
little, of Christmas music. So it's like Silent Night, just instrumental, but just like. Dun, 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 dun.
Why would they press that?
And
on
I'm like,
vinyl?
I got ripped off here. So that's the
Yeah.
worst vinyl I've gotten. Best vinyl,
I mean,
probably Usher
Yeah.
Confessions, man.
It's gotta be the
Like,
Confessions.
That shit is gold plated. It has like
Yeah.
a little pamphlet, little book with an essay like about the album. But After Hours is a close second with like the blood stuff.
Yeah, it's
How about you?
worst vinyl. Really sucks to say this, but the side 2 of my Earth, Wind, and Final record. I think the fact that it
Yeah.
ruined my record player definitely constitutes it being the worst vinyl.
Yeah.
Best vinyl. Maybe like best packaging or like best, like I love the aesthetic. Probably my Mahal vinyl. Best sounding vinyl I own. Either Mama's Gun or the internet. Like truly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. This is a
Great
great,
album.
and this is a great one to end it off. Chip fan asks, "Who's got better Riz?"
It's a great question.
And we'll return to
How
that
would you answer?
next week. No.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean-
Ma. What do we spit some game at the camera right now?
Spit some game. Spit some game. Go ahead.
I like how you put me first.
Spit some game. Let's see the Riz.
Okay, where are we? We're at the library. I spin
Anywhere.
game at the library.
Yeah, we're at the library. It's quiet. What's the
Okay.
opening move?
Hey yo, Ma. What book you reading?
Oh, hell
Them letters, girl, look
man. Get your
fine.
ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass.
The letters on your book and the letters on your sweater look fine.
What?
I like the fine print you got on right now, girl. I like.
Bruh.
Hey,
It was
what do
one
you got?
of
What
the
do you got?
worst performances I've seen in my life. I couldn't sleep last night because I felt this shit coming because we were walking around like we're the shit.
Nah. Y'all are sleeping. Just let it simmer, let it marinate. Once it sits, it's a grower. All right.
It's
What,
a
what do you got,
grower.
man? Go. All right, you're at the library.
right.
Freaking go ahead and rizz 'em up.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't
Typing
even.
into ChatGPT.
No. ChatGPT, best Riz. Okay.
Yeah.
This is all you need, bro. This is all you need. I wish you could hear this. Call Out My Name is playing right now.
So you're just gonna overwhelm her with sadness? Is the ploy you're going? Okay. Okay. So you're gonna trauma bond with her to death? All right.
I just need a look. That's all you need. Just a look.
Okay.
That's my risk.
Fair enough. Fair
All right,
enough.
y'all.
Meanwhile, me. Hey yo, I couldn't help but notice, but you and I overdue for a conversation. Do you mind if I check you out?
Overdue
mind if I
for
check you out, Mom? Mind if I check you out,
All right, that
Mom?
was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. This is all
Yeah,
I
shout
need.
out ChatGPT for that one.
I see you across the. I see you across the club.
They didn't believe in us. God did.
Bro, this is all I need right here. I just.
There it is.
You see me? You see me? A quick side eye.
Hey. Oh, a little rock eyebrow, the people's eyebrow.
That's all you get.
Okay. Okay. Well, there you go. There you go. I'll let y'all decide. Let us know if you made it all the way through the stream. Go ahead and leave in the comments who you think got the Riz. And yeah, man, there you have it. Our Thoughts Live, another edition. This has in fact been the Our Thoughts Alive podcast. I'm Matt. That's Chesko on the other end, and we will see you guys every week, every Thursday. And anything you want to say real quick, Chesko, before we head out?
We out. Peace.
Peace.
Only beats.